Well, on this next set, it was kind of open country. I'd never seen a bobcat in that particular area, so I decided to just go for coyotes. I decided to go out with puppy screams and see if we could have a coyote come running in. I also used some conquest scent around the Fox Pro call, hoping that if one came barreling in, it would keep him there a little longer because we had a ravine really close by. Well, we've been calling for about 10 or 15 minutes when a raven showed up. He started circling quite a ways away from us, but in one area. So I whispered to Cole, I was like, I bet there's a coyote over there, and hopefully he'll come in. We gave it some time, and sure enough, from right where the raven was, here comes a coyote trotting into the call. I've got a big ravine right in front of me, and that's one of the reasons I use the Conquest coyote scent around my call, because I knew that if a coyote came up to the call and turned and bailed just a couple steps, it would be in a deep ravine and I wouldn't get another shot. So as this coyote was coming in, I decided to try and shoot it before it hit the ravine. When the coyote stopped, I decided to take him before he got into the ravine. He was just under 200 yards, and I was confident I could make the shot. Problem was, I missed. I wish I had a good excuse. I wish I could tell you something happened, but the fact is, the gun shot exactly where I was aiming, but the crosshairs weren't on the coyote when I pulled the trigger. When I got up on him, I was swinging from the left to the right to get on this standing coyote, and I just let the crosshairs kept drifting across, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, I knew I'd missed him. The crosshairs had just gone across him, and that's when I broke the shot off. I was, you know, you just get that instant angry, like, oh, or upset, or just disappointed in yourself. I knew that the crosshairs weren't on him when I broke the shot off. So, that's the nice thing about shooting a Rock River AR. As soon as I shot, I knew I wasn't on him. Okay. The coyote took off like they do when you miss, and I swung it in front of him, stayed with him, and shot again.
Rolled him. Nice shot, man.
We'll have to look at the video to see how quickly I cracked off the second shot. But the second shot rolled that coyote and killed him stone dead.
That's where a quick follow-up shot with an AR,
dude,
makes a difference.
Nice job, man.
We worked that dog for a long time. I mean, a long time. And there was no way I was letting him get away. So, you know, if you miss a shot, he was straight on me. He was about that 150 to 180 yard range. And I just pulled the shot. I knew as soon as I shot, like, ah. So I got right back on, and that's where a quick recovery shot makes it work. Running shot on a dog.
Nice job, man.
I ranged him when he first popped out. He was about 350, and he is out there at about 180 yards. And that second shot worked him over. That was awesome. Well, this was a perfect setup. You know, I went with the puppy screams. You see, I had the Fox Pro, the Shockwave right there with the Fox Pro decoy. Me and Wright were set up, and Cole, you can see his camera tripod. It's getting later in the morning, so we went on the shady side of this cedar tree right here, juniper up here, and got set up in the shade. So we were blended in. Coyote came in, the sun was kind of in his eyes. We had shade, and it couldn't have worked out any better. Unless I would have maybe shot him on the first shot. All right, let's go get him. I saw him roll. He's laying right over there. Man, that was awesome.
Good job.
Thank you, partner. Boy, I just knew I didn't want you to shoot him. After I missed, yeah. And I touched it off and just knew it wasn't on him, you know, and I was like, oh, and he took off, boy. Coyotes are fast. And I put it about a foot in front of him, foot and a half, and swung through and just rolled him. I'd like to show you where I shot him, but I don't see any blood anywhere. Do you? Yeah, I just scared him to death.
I think he died laughing.
I love it. I love it. How did he miss me?